Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are out there in the world. So, one of the biggest things is the anti-crypto movement that has started to erupt this year. It initially started after Luna, then FTX really accelerated this. But then back in March, when the banks started to go belly up, and it wasn't because of crypto, that's when they started to point the finger, because they had to blame something and crypto was at their disposal. But now things are getting a little bit more tense. It's getting very interesting out there in the world of crypto, especially with Elizabeth Warren and all these pro bankers trying to join forces together and combat crypto because, again, they fear it. They understand what it means for the banking industry. And I want to ask all of you out there, if you guys are against these pro bankers, against this anti-crypto movement, hit that like button and comment down below. Hashtag XRP Army. We already fought and won against the SEC and their movement to harm XRP holders, harm Ripple as a company. They caused $15 billion in damages against XRP holders. They suppressed the price of XRP for 2.5 years, and they even continue to tout their nonsense to this day. When we come together, nothing can stop us. Nothing. But here we have from David Schwartz. This makes me angry because this is, again, Elizabeth Warren touting her nonsense. Look at this highlighted quote here. I write regarding a troubling new report that your association and other crypto interests are flexing a not-so-secret weapon. A small army of former defense, national security, and law enforcement officials to work on your behalf to, here's the quote, undermine bipartisan efforts in Congress and the Biden administration to address the role of cryptocurrency in financing Hamas and other terrorist organizations. You have to be joking. This is absolutely ridiculous. And we also see down here from Black Swan Capitalist, here's a truth bomb for all the noobs to how the world really works. Crypto financing is a false narrative to push their agenda, 100% part of their plan. 99% of terrorism is financed in cash, specifically US dollars, and primarily funded by the USA government, CIA, and other private entities. And it is. Listen, we know this. It's not a big secret. We have all of this information at our disposal. But beyond this, there has been a lot of movement against this bill. And we're going to talk about it. But first, I want to let you guys know that I did recently partner with ExpressVPN. No, they're not paying me. They're not sponsoring the channel. This is an affiliate deal. So I do make money if you guys do purchase through my link. But the best part about this is, guys, this is a limited time offer. You get 3 extra free months with a 12-month plan. And this is a big discount. But always use a VPN. Always use a VPN, no matter what you are doing. You can never be too safe. You can never be too secure, especially in today's world, especially around crypto. You are trading, you're connecting your devices. It doesn't matter, right? A VPN is so damn crucial. So if you guys do want to take advantage of this deal, there's going to be a link down in the description below, as well as in the comments below, that you guys are more than welcome to take advantage of. But also, here we have, again, this is from the Chamber of Digital Commerce. Crypto community, it's time to take action. Written by the Bank Lobby. The Bank Lobby. The Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act is a crypto ban, posing a grave threat to our industry. Rise up and sign the pledge.
Senator Elizabeth Warren has introduced bipartisan legislation that would ban Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in the United States. We cannot underestimate her efforts. They've already gained the support from almost 20% of the US Senate. Senator Warren claims that the bill's purpose is to strengthen the anti-money laundering requirements for cryptocurrencies. However, the bill does not demonstrate a technical understanding or knowledge of how digital assets actually work. This legislation is nothing less than an effort to kill cryptocurrencies in the US, and it's a part of her larger agenda to pave the way for a central bank digital currency. So, why is the United States Senate trying to ban cryptocurrencies?
Again, I think that this is a light touch.
This is Senator Roger Marshall. He is the lead Republican sponsor of the bill, who at a private event admits that the bill was crafted by the American Bankers Association.
The first thing we did is we went to the American Bank Association and said, help us craft this. We want crypto to be held up at the same standard as you are. That's about all I know about crypto. Okay.
This is the same industry who spends up to $100 million a year lobbying Washington. Bankers like Jamie Dimon.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to talk about.
While Jamie Dimon is testifying in front of Congress in favor of Elizabeth Warren's bill that would ban Bitcoin, his company is operating its own blockchain network that does over $1 billion a day in transactions. This is yet another example of the regulatory capture that is far too common in Washington, D.C. It is critical that the United States leads in the deployment of advanced technologies, including cryptocurrencies, and does not get caught in the churn of Washington's special interest groups. Make your voice heard today. Don't let Congress ban crypto.
And everyone needs to go sign this pledge. I'm going to include this link in the top of the description. I think everyone should go and sign this. Guys, listen, when we come together, we could stop anything. But this is absolutely ridiculous that we are seeing the bankers drafting these crypto bans. Think about how insane that is. It's just to make sure that the bankers continue to get rich while the retail investor continues to grind and slave away. That's all they care about, is making sure that they keep the monopoly going. But when we look into a few other things, so this is actually Perry Ann. She is an incredible individual that has been going against the grain within this space for a while. We do see Senator Warren's anti-money laundering bill has garnered unwarranted support from nearly 20% of the Senate, threatening crypto and Bitcoin. Join us in taking a stand against this misguided legislation. Sign the petition now to protect digital assets in the U.S. Also, we do see from Flip the Chain, quite concerning, just like the U.S. missed the race for semiconductors because of the lack of regulatory clarity. Similarly, the experts are viewing it as a losing out again in the crypto and blockchain race. Experts feel that this loss is going to hurt the US a lot, since this is going to bring in a paradigm change in the financial ecosystem. Not being a part of this will have a big impact on the US economy and innovation. And it's not so much about the US missing out on this. Listen, because I do think that at some point in time, it doesn't matter what their agenda is, the US will have to bow down to technology. Technology will always win at the end of the day. But the crazy thing about this is, if the US is last to this, they will be hurt greatly. The US dollar, as we know it as a reserve currency, I believe that those days are numbered. I think it's winding down at this point. But a new shift is happening. An entire new system is rising, and we are aware of this. We know this. But outside of this, we also see over here, I don't trust concentration of power. This is from Sam Lyman. He's actually quoting Elizabeth Warren. Unless it's in her hands. This is the conceit of Warren's entire career, pitching herself as a champion of the people while hoarding power to herself and an elect few. The biggest proponent of CBDCs and social media regulation is not, and never has been, for the little guy.
And I want to be clear, I don't trust concentration of power. Somebody's going to make the decisions about what are going to be the restrictions on AI, how are we going to make big tech operate. And that can either be some billionaire privately on his or her own. We've watched that in other places in big tech. Or we can say, you know what? We need to actually build some rules of the road that represent all of us.
And again, Elizabeth Warren is not looking out for us. Why do you think that she agreed so well with Jamie Dimon? It's because they are all on par with the pro bankers. And we also see over here from Good Morning Crypto, he's actually summarizing this original bill that I brought up. Just in, the U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren drops a bombshell on the Blockchain Association, demanding the Blockchain Association expose information on ex-military and government hires, roles, pay, and all, claiming the Blockchain Association has been working to undermine the efforts made in Congress and by the Biden administration. What secrets lie in the corridors of the Blockchain Association? And again, everything that we are seeing here is just Elizabeth Warren trying to get her way, trying to push the agenda, and trying to target major players within the space. Also, over here from Eleanor Tourette, we do see the abuse of the revolving door is appalling. This is Elizabeth Warren quote from the 18th. Warren has been sounding off about the so-called revolving door in crypto, but record shows her own office has served as a revolving door for the banks, and we know this. And here's a lot of the quotes from Eleanor Tourette. These are the key highlights. For example, Warren's brainchild, the CFPB, which was created to put restrictions on banks after the 2008 financial crisis, employed several senior staffers who went on to work in the financial sector, many of them helping major banking and securities firms understand and navigate the roles they just helped to write at the CFPB. And also the chief of staff went on to work as a senior advisor at BlackRock for 2 years and currently serves as the deputy secretary of the U.S. Treasury. Again, as we look at the significance here, we know that Elizabeth Warren is a massive pro-banker. But guess who else is? Brad Sherman. And you already heard this clip where the bankers helped Warren write the bill that is trying to kill crypto. And it's all from one organization. And it's the American Bankers Association. And here we have the frontman of the latest anti-crypto bill has admitted that the American Bankers Association was called in to help draft it. You know why this is significant? Because do you guys know this video here? This is going all the way back to 2023, May 14th. But this is an old video. There's one from like 2021. And this is crypto bros made over $1 trillion out of thin air. This is Brad Sherman mentioning this at a House hearing. They'll accuse the US government of making money out of thin air. Maybe we do, but we're the US government. Listen to this clown.
Crypto bros make money literally by making money, and they've made over $1 trillion out of thin air. They'll accuse the U.S. government of making money out of thin air. Maybe we do, but we're the U.S. government.
So there's no double standard here or anything like that. It's the U.S. government. We can do whatever we want, right? They don't like those that are not wealthy getting wealthy. That's the problem here. But also, why am I bringing this video back up? Well, it's because Brad Sherman is a pro banker. He got the biggest donations from big banks and financial institutions. This goes all the way back to 2021. And the American Bankers Association gave him, it's not a lot, but it's still $10,000. And this is to his 2020 campaign. And look at all of the other players here. You have Capital Group companies, Blackstone, BlackRock, Capital One, Charles Schwab, Credit Union, Discover, Deloitte. I mean, at the end of the day, these individuals are being bought off in some sort of way. It's crazy to me that we still have this agenda being pushed, even though the American Bankers Association and the major bankers are all a part of this anti-crypto bill that would essentially kill this industry. And we even see from Brian Armstrong, he actually quoted this video. Senators Warren and Marshall now lobbying for big banks. Being anti-crypto is a really bad political strategy going into 2024. 52 million Americans have used crypto. 38% of young people say crypto can increase economic opportunities. Just 9% of Americans satisfied with the current financial system. Crypto price is up 90% year to date. StandWithCrypto.org on its way to 1 million advocates, voters who want sensible crypto policies. Again, this is why I say the crypto industry is It's going to play a massive role in a lot of these political movements. So as we look at the agenda here, crypto is going to be a big piece of it. And I strongly believe that if anyone's anti-crypto, they just have not done enough research. And at the end of the day, I want to play one more clip. This goes all the way back to 2021. You guys already know, this is a famous video. This is Tim Draper. You could just hear the bankers shaking right now.
You mentioned Jamie Dimon, so let's bring it back to Jamie and JP Morgan. What do you think is going to be the thing that they will have to change the most or lose market share and somebody else is going to do better, faster, serve their clients better than JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs can do?
You can just hear the bankers panicking right now.
But what
feel the panic in their voices. But here's
business that is most
here's what always happens. The first thing that happens is they try to go, oh, it's nothing, and they did that. I mean, that's with every new industry, every new technology comes along. The powers that be, the incumbents, the status quo, all say it's nothing. Don't ignore the man behind the curtain. This is nothing. And then all of a sudden it's too big to get in there. They're going, oh my God, I got to face this thing. And then they all line up and they wrap their arms together and they say, we're not letting this happen. And then it keeps going. And then they say, okay, well, let's sue them. Or let's go get the government.
There's another thing they do. They adopt the technology. I think.
No, that's at the end.
They will adopt this technology.
No, this is the last thing they do. No,
yeah, it's like
it's after. It's after the press planting. They plant the press stories. They put out lawsuits. They create as much of a fuss as possible. They try to get their government friends involved. And then they go, oh God, this thing's happening.
So there you guys have it. He already addressed the entire issue right now with crypto and the big bankers and what they are trying to accomplish with these anti-crypto bills. They are panicked. They are terrified. They are shaking right now. And guess what? Crypto is not going to stand down. They're not going to kill crypto. They can't kill crypto. So imagine what happens next. Keep your eyes peeled for 2024, because 2024, I'm telling you guys, things are going to accelerate faster than you ever thought. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.